Guys, today I have some hair tips to share with you guys, and these hair tips are for both guys and girls with dry, damaged hair. So like I said, these will work for both guys or girls, so it doesn't matter what you are, you can still use these tips. Okay, so these, like I said, this is for dry, damaged hair, and my first tip that I recommend is for your shampoo, to make sure that you have a really good shampoo, especially for dry, damaged hair. And this one really caught my attention when I was walking through the aisles because it says damaged hair, fix it, don't chop it. So right there it's telling you don't have to chop off your hair to get it to be back to healthy again. You don't have to chop it off. You can just use something that's going to help it, repair it, is what I'm trying to say. So this particular shampoo says it has up to 90% less breakage. And this is by Citrashine. I'm not sure if this is discontinued. I'm not really sure, because when I bought it at the store, it's kind of like a store that sells a lot of discontinued products. So you might have to check that out. I don't know, you can Google it or something like that. And yeah, but it doesn't matter if you can't find this particular shampoo. You can find a shampoo like this, because they make so many different shampoos out there. Just make sure it's especially for dry, damaged hair, because that's what's going to have the ingredients in it to really fix your hair up. Like this one has 1/3 treatment serum, inside the shampoo, so it's really going to help you to repair your hair, and that's really what you need when you have dry, damaged hair, and that's to repair it. So make sure your shampoo and conditioner are especially designed for dry, damaged hair. That way it can work and help repair your hair. Okay, another thing you can do is not comb your hair when your hair is wet, because that's really gonna damage your hair. Like, for instance, if you use one of these combs in your wet hair, it's really gonna snag and tear and pull on your hair, and that's gonna lead to split ends and really damaged hair and really bad, just dried out hair. That's what I used to do when I was younger. I used to not even care. I used to just yank this comb through my hair, and it would break and tear my hair, and I really didn't even care, just because I was young and stupid and didn't realize that that's really bad for your hair. So I recommend when you comb your hair, you either wait till it's dry to comb it, or if you're like me and you can't wait till your hair is dry because it'll just be a tangled mess, I would use a comb like this, and this is a detangling comb. See the way the bristles are? They're wide toothed and they're like this. It's really good for detangling your hair, and I recommend using this while you're in the shower when you're shampooing or conditioning your hair. It's really gonna go through your hair easily if you use something like this. And if you're a guy and you have shorter hair and you really can't use a comb like this because your hair is too short, I recommend using a pick, and this is just a really small one I like to keep in my purse sometimes. And this would be easier for a guy to, work through his hair when his hair is wet, because it's smaller. Okay, so that's what I recommend doing. Yeah, just remember, never comb your hair when your hair is wet, because it's really going to damage your hair. Okay, my next tip would be to not wash your hair every day, because when you wash your hair every day, it really dries it out, and when your hair is really dried out, it's really prone to damage. So I recommend washing your hair every couple of days or every other day. Me personally, I wash my hair every couple of days, and on the days that I don't want to wash my hair and I don't want to get it wet, I use a shower cap. You can get these shower caps anywhere, and you just put it on your head, and it'll keep your hair from getting wet, and you don't have to wash it. Okay, so the next tip would be for when you don't wash your hair but you feel that your hair is a little dirty and you want to keep it from getting greasy. I would recommend a dry shampoo, and this one is I bought this from Victoria's Secret, and it's So Sexy Clean and Go dry shampoo, and it looks like this. I really don't like this particular brand, but this is just an example of a dry shampoo. But I do recommend getting a better brand than this, because this just didn't work out for me. So yeah, I really do recommend using a dry shampoo. And if you don't want a dry shampoo and you have something like this laying around the house, this is what I actually use. This is Juicy Couture's Couture. It's just like a body powder, but I use it in my hair, and it smells just like the perfume, and it's my favorite perfume, so I really like that. So I'll just sprinkle this onto my comb, and then I'll comb it through my hair. It'll make my hair smell really good, just like the perfume, and it'll absorb oil because it's a powder. So it'll absorb oil in my hair, so my hair won't look greasy. Okay, so if you don't have that, you could always use baby powder. That's what I used to use. Just any baby powder will work. Just if you have dark hair like I do, don't use too much, because if you use too much, white powder on top of your hair, it's gonna look dirty. It's gonna look like you have dandruff. So just be careful. Okay, so the next tip is for people who either blow dry their hair or straighten their hair or use some sort of hot tools on their hair. Most people blow dry their hair without even thinking of using a heat protectant. They just forget. They do it every day, and they don't even realize that, hey, I need a heat protectant. They think that just because they use one for straightening their hair, that they don't need to use it for blow drying your hair. This is the one I like to use when I blow dry my hair, and I'm like to point out that I don't blow dry my hair every single day, because I like to let it air dry, because the more heat you put on your hair, the more damage it's going to be. So this is the one I use for when I do blow dry my hair. And I don't know the brand, it's just called Silk Smooth. And it's really good for heat memory, thermal protectant, and defrizzant, whatever that. So basically it helps you if you have frizzy hair. And it's protecting your hair while you're blow drying it. Okay, this is another one, and this is by the same brand. This is by it says Flat Iron, and it's really good when you flat iron your hair. I really like using this. This is my favorite heat protectant, because when I use this, it keeps my hair straighter longer. Because like I said, I don't wash my hair every day, so I can get away with straightening my hair one day, and then the next day I wake up and it's still straight, because I really like this. It really keeps my hair straight. And so I don't have to wash my hair that day, and I don't even have to straighten it that day. So that's a really good thing to use. Okay, so my last tip would be to use some sort of leave-in conditioner, because it really keeps your hair moisturized at the ends. And like I said, the more you moisturize your hair, the less dry it is, the more likely it's not going to be, damaged. So the one I like is by Garnier Fructis, and this is their leave-in conditioning cream, the Sleek and Shine one. They do have one for curly and something. I don't like that one. I like this one. Even if I'm going to have my hair curly that day, I'll still use this one. And this is what the bottle looks like. So any kind of leave-in conditioner is really good to keep into your hair, so your hair won't look dry, and it'll be more moisturized. Just like you put moisturizer on your face, you really need to moisturize your hair too. Not at the roots, because if you did that, that would make your hair oily. But really moisturize the ends of your hair, because that's where your hair is most damaged. It's been around longer, because your roots is new hair, and the ends are old hair. So it's older hair, and it's more likely to be damaged, by the sun, by the heat, by anything. So you really do want to moisturize the ends of your hair, just like you would your face or your body. Okay. So those are all the tips I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope I helped somebody out there who have been trying to get their hair to grow out longer and they don't want to cut it, because I understand what you mean when someone tells you to say, when you ask someone, oh, what should I do? I don't want to cut my hair, and they just say, well, I think you have to cut it. It's going to kind of make you feel mad, you don't want to cut your hair when you're trying to grow it out. It's just not something you want to hear at that time. So I hope these tips help you. Also, I made a video a while back about folic acid, and that really helped my hair to grow long, because in the video it explains it. I'll link the video in the bottom bar, or make it a video response so you can learn out more about that. But that's really how I got my hair to be really long. So you can check that video out when you're done with this one if you haven't watched it yet.